What's up, everybody? It's Coyote Rob, back with another trick tip. Okay, I think this is the first time I said that I was Coyote Rob in any video, and I've been thinking, like, should I go by Coyote Rob or should I say it's Rob? Like, my YouTube channel is called Coyote Rob Shreds, my Instagram is Coyote Rob, but I'm like thinking, should I just claim like the Coyote? Okay, and I also was thinking I kind of want to give a nickname to the viewers, all right? Should it be like the Coyote Pack, the Coyote Clan? Let me know in the comments below because this has been driving me crazy. But let's get to the video. Today we're learning backside feeble grinds. Okay, the backside feeble grind is considered to be the next trick after you learn how to do board slides. Okay, a lot of people think they're easier than backside 50-50s. I would disagree, okay? I had a really hard time learning backside feeble grinds, and you already know when I have a hard time learning tricks, I'm gonna make the best trick tip that you've ever freaking dreamed of because I'm gonna go through all the problems and all the issues, all right? If somebody on YouTube is telling you that a trick is easy, they're gonna give you a totally terrible trick tip because they didn't have to think about all the steps to learn it. I thought about all the steps, okay? It took me years to learn the backside feeble. Personally, for me, I think frontside Smith grinds are easier. I think backside 50-50s are easier. Board slides are obviously easier, okay? So if you can do all those tricks, it's gonna make this a lot easier, okay? But I understand that a lot of people argue that the feeble is easier than the Smith. So the bare minimum requirement for you to do this trick is I would hope that you can board slide. If you can backside 50-50, good on you, it's gonna be really easy, but I do kind of understand how some people think the backside 50-50 is harder than the backside feeble. So, before I keep talking, let's get into this little POV clip of me doing a backside feeble so you can check out the angle that I take, where I put my feet, and how I pop the board. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that beautiful backside feeble, okay? You know, I'm really proud of that one. I love this trick. It feels nice, okay? So, I'm going to get straight into it, okay? When I was learning this trick, I could not lock into it. I would literally go at a big angle. I would ollie as hard as I could, and every time I tried to do a backside feeble, I would just do a weird sideways board slide, and sometimes I'd catch my back truck and then fall and hit my face. It was not a good time, okay? Very bad time. So, I had to go back to the lab. I had to think about what I was doing. I had to review the footage. And what I found out with the backside feeble is simple, okay? When you approach this backside feeble situation, you want to go as parallel as possible, okay? Now I understand, you know, with the footage that you just watched and all the clips that I want to be showing, you have to go at a little bit of an angle. But for some reason, you naturally want to go at more of an angle than you have to, okay? So just try to get as uncomfortably close to the rail as you can and as uncomfortably parallel, okay? You can take a little angle, but just get so close that it's nasty, like it feels weird. You think you're just gonna clip it, okay? Once I figured that out, I started to lock into the feeble, okay? Sometimes I would still do like a weird board slide thing, and that's another thing that I figured out. When you ollie into it, you really gotta poke out your ollie, okay? You gotta pop, you gotta lift up your back leg, and you gotta poke that ollie right into the feeble, okay? And these were my problems, okay? But sometimes you might overlock it. And if you're overlocking it or overshooting it, you just gotta tone it back, okay? You gotta figure out what angle you need to take, how high you need to ollie, and how much you need to bone the ollie, okay? Some people might get into it easily, and if that's the case, then just disregard what I said. Just keep doing what you're doing. But if you're like me, and you can't lock into the feeble, I would try to cut my angle, get as close as I can, and poke out that ollie, okay? So once we figured out how to lock into the back feeble, when I was a little kid, I ran into another major problem. No matter what I would do, I would primo, okay? I would try to land it and I would primo, and I'm telling you, I fell so many times trying to do backside feeble grinds. I gave up for a little bit. I was like, you know what? I can frontside Smith grind. I can front board. I can 50-50. I don't need backside feebles, okay? But the reality is backside feebles are cool, and there's always that annoying kid named like Chad, and he can do feeble every single time, and then he plays you a game of skate in front of the cute girl in middle school, and you're just not having it, okay? You need to learn backside feebles, okay? So, when you're approaching the edge of the rail and you're starting to do a primo and fall, what really helped me is I would exit the ledge in slow motion, okay? A lot of times when you're doing a Smith grind, a 50-50, you just want to give a nice little quick pop, off of the rail. But with the Feeble, what I found out is once I'm locked into that Feeble, I would bend my knees and I would lean back and I would slowly lift up my front truck just so I would glide off the end of it just like a 5-0. And for whatever reason, that really helped me, that I wouldn't primo and that I wouldn't fall, okay? Another reason that you might be doing a little primo as you exit the Feeble is because maybe you're kind of a smaller guy, you don't have a lot of pop, and to really lock into that Feeble, you really need to ollie and poke out that Feeble. But if you're a little bit taller and you can still lock into the Feeble, if you can get your weight right above the rail, nice and centered, you can still do a little quick pop off the corner and you should be fine. I just like to talk about doing that little slow lift up because that's what helped me when I was learning this trick when I was a little, small little shredder. Dude, I was 4'11" until I was 17, dude. That is pretty much all of my tips on the backside Feeble. And before I finish off this video, I just want to say thank you guys so much. Seriously, every time I go on my computer and I see all the comments of everybody saying that I do great trick tips, it really makes me happy. And at the end of the day, I love skateboarding. And I started skateboarding back when YouTube first started, so there weren't a lot of videos out there, teaching skateboarding. And I've been skateboarding my whole life, so I just kind of feel like it's my duty to share it with you guys. So as always, thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a comment below if you have any other trick requests, and I'll see you on the next one.